Welcome back and moving on to our second segment of today, talking about the path of the Holy Family in Egypt. Well, actually, this path witnessed many developments that actually as a way to revive this path to host all those who are interested to visit Egypt and especially to visit the Holy Family stops in Egypt. So today over the phone we have Engineer Adel and he's responsible for developing the file of the Holy Family Path at the Ministry of Antiquities. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So just give us an idea about the revival of the Holy Path of the Path of the Holy Family here in Egypt, and tell us more about. We have stages. Some stages have finished. Some others still are under the development, right?
Yes, right. We have almost finished all the trail development of about more than 90%. And by the end of this year, we will accomplish all the trails. So it will be open for the visitors by the end of this year. It's about 25 stop points. 17 of them have fixed assets to be visited, and the remains or the rest of the 25 are just stop points where the Holy Family entered Egypt from the northeast side at Rafah exactly, and arrived by 5 stop points have no assets remains. And the first one have an asset is Al-Farama. Al-Farama is East Port Said, about 20 kilometers, have Tal al-Kanait or the plateau of the church. This is the first point we developed and finished already. And we officially opened another stop points at El Delta, which are Taka at Kafr al-Sheikh and Tamanud at Gharbiya and Talabasa in Shar'iyya. This is officially opened by the presence of the two ministries, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities and Minister of Local Development. And also we are officially opened another 4 monasteries at Wad al-Nutron. Wad al-Nutron related to Bahira Governorate. It's already finished and opened officially for the visitors. And we consider Wad al-Nutron monasteries are the biggest all over the Middle East and all over the world, of course. Governance there at Armenia almost finished, and we are waiting for the official opening ceremonies by the attendance of the two ministers also. And Asyut have 2 stop points, El Muharraq and Dronka, and the governorate will finish the development at these 2 sites by or within 1 month. Shagrat Mariam al-Matariya in Cairo have been already accomplished and waiting for the official opening ceremonies. All the Cairo, all the religious complex, which contains the complex of church and Amr Mosque and the synagogue, already entered in the national project of Hilal Fustat. Hilal Fustat is a huge project including the comprehensive margin of the historic Cairo, starting by Ain al-Sira, ended by the religious complex at Amr ibn al-As and the church complex. It will finish by the upcoming November. So by the end of this year, we'll accomplish all the developments in all the stop points, and then we'll announce that all trails are open completely for the visitors.
So when you finish all the stages or the developments for the path of the Holy Family in Egypt, are we going to celebrate this in a special way?
Yes, of course. We are working in parallel, by the way, in the promotion campaign and in the development. So by the end of the development of that project, I mean by the end of this year, we are ready to launch a marketing campaign to the international tour operator and tour agents. And by the way, the Holy Family Trail nowadays are marked in the catalog of the Vatican. This is the first step. We conducted already fan trip or familiarization trip to the head of churches from East Europe, from Latin America, and from Vatican delegations. They visited Egypt. We presented the project to them, and also we accompanied them to a site visit they show their interest and they will invite the followers from these churches to come to visit Egypt. So we are ready to receive the international visitors. After this familiarization trip, we are already received visitors or tourists or pilgrimages, let's say pilgrimages to these sites, by the way. Korean delegations, about 33 members, have visited the Holy Family Trail. A visitor from Switzerland, a visitor from France, and Germany also visited. So we started already to receive a visitor or pilgrim to these sites. So we will also thinking on to establish a national entity, national body to manage and operate the trail on ground, to manage and to arrange the visiting, to make a maintenance, to the working on the site continuously. So this is our strategy to continue or after the finish of the development.
Actually, it has been very successful when you include the stages of the developments of any project here with the marketing campaign. I mean, we have seen this in many other developments, campaigns that took place in Egypt. So as people are following with you what you are doing in each point, in each stage, and what is still remaining that you are going to follow on the next step, how do you see this? And if you are following with this, what is the impression of the people or the foreigners who are just trying to join and to learn more about the path of the Holy Family in Egypt?
Yeah, you are right, of course. This is what we call the following up, including the point of view of the visitors, those who had already visited the site, what their comments, what the needed services to be covered later on. And secondly, we are depending on the social media on a campaign called B2B, people to people. So anyone visited one of these sites will have to show some pictures, have to spread any commercials on his website. So he's helping on inviting his friends and families to come and to visit this project. He himself or the pilgrim himself, when he visits 2 or 3 sites, according to the available time for him, we are encouraging him and motivating him to continue to come again to Egypt to visit the remaining sites, maybe through 3 or 4 times. So this is what we are following to motivate the visitors to come and to continue visiting to this trail as pilgrim trail. So we consider this is a long pilgrim. If any visitor wanted to come to Egypt to continue visiting all the sites, he needs more than 21 days. For that, of course, any tourist comes to Egypt, the time available approximately not exceeded more than 6 or 7 days. So he can visit 5 sites only. So we are encouraging him, if you come next time, maybe you have some discounts, maybe you have some support, some incentives again to come to continue to visit the remaining stop points.
So are we going to have a trip just only for visiting the path of the Holy Family? Yes, of course, while being holiday makers, while being in Egypt, they try to visit the close places to them. But are we going to have something like a tour that starts from the first point till the last point?
Yes, you're right, of course. This is one of our development strategy. Of course, we cannot launch the Holy Family Trail as an independent tourism product. So in our strategy, these new products have to be carried on a well-known product, like night cruising, like archaeological sites, and like rural tourism, by the way. For that, the Ministry of Tourism and Antiques is working on or within the framework of the residential initiative, the Dignity of Life, Haya Karima. For that, we are developing the rural areas to be tourism destination close or adjacent to some of the Holy Family stop points. For that, in our strategy, we are working to merge some tourism products to the Holy Family products, but it must be harmonized with these projects. What I mean by harmonization is the Holy Family have a segment or are mostly elders and disabled. was that not all the tourism products are suitable for this segment. Rural tourism is suitable, night cruising is suitable, and cultural tourism is suitable.
So at the end, we can say that very soon here in Egypt, you can have your own trip to follow, starting from the first point to the last point, talking about the path of the Holy Family in Egypt. So Engineer Adel El-Gindi, responsible for developing the file of the Holy Family path at the Ministry of Antiquities, thank you very much for joining us. And with this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today. Thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV International.